Hi everyone, welcome back to Teacups in Orbit. I'm Aaliyah.
And I'm Reagan, and we're going to talk about beauty standards, looks, and conformity in today's episode.
Okay, so let's get started.
Yeah.
I think we want to talk about is when we were younger, some girls would reject femininity because anything that was seen as girlish was you're not as strong, you're not as fast, and you're not as good as the guys in your second grade class.
The second graders who literally have no concept of anything yet.
Yeah, and I feel but I think that was so ingrained that girls are weaker than boys, and it was 100%. We would try to rebel with boys go to Jupiter to get more stupider. Girls go to college to get more knowledge. I feel that was kind of our biggest way to say we're not as dumb as you.
Yeah.
We're not. We are very strong than the way you think.
Don't get me wrong. I was really big on wearing dresses and things in elementary school because I just loved how dresses looked. But my personality was very tomboy, but I felt like I needed to be like that. Mm-hmm. But then again, I thought my little self was a diva because she didn't care what anyone else thought. Yeah, I like my little self. Anyway,
I feel now, if you're trying to most people I think who rejected femininity when they were younger are kind of feeling they need to catch up to something, they're just missing out on something that they don't really know what that is.
Yeah, I feel it all stems from the taking a girl as an insult.
Which it does sound kind of insulting, and the way people would use it was insulting.
And that's what's really sad, because it really just stemmed from that.
And I feel now that we're older, this whole thing about being a pick-me or being too... I feel it's kind of dumb, because I feel girls, there are actual pick-me's who will do anything for the male attention, right? I'm not trying to say that doesn't exist. It really does.
Yeah.
But I feel when a girl is really feminine, they're kind of just dubbed as this. Oh, she's just doing it for
attention.
Yeah.
I know the same thing with the stereotypes and just being not as good as a guy. I'm blonde, right? Okay. Okay. Whoa. I know that's crazy knowledge, gang. But that dumb blonde stereotype really just kind of annoyed me when I was growing up. You know, just it being there, being in the back of my mind, thinking I have to be better than this stereotype. I have to prove myself. You know,
no child should have to think that.
So
the pressure to conform into society. We were kind of just talking about this,
Ooh, Kai, I have a good starter for this gang.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
spill.
So those people, the influencers, and I'm gonna be so for real. A lot of them look the same.
Didn't I say this?
No, wait. Did you say?
Did I say this, bro?
No, I mean when they're not. You were talking about the copy and paste personalities. I mean when they.
Oh.
I mean when they physically look the same. And they do their makeup the same.
We got at both the aspects of it.
They do their hair the same. They wear the same clothes. I'm looking at them, and I physically cannot tell the difference.
Because that's what the algorithm pushes. The algorithm, on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram, it pushes,
the same
everything. Stuff. And, okay, low-key, sometimes I think about it, and I feel I'm being brainwashed.
Yes.
Brainwashed, not in the sense I'm not being told something, more in the sense I need to look this way if I want someone to look at me.
Yeah. It just really surprises me how much of online we see one type of beauty, and it just confuses me why we have all just kind of we still think, oh, there's other types of beauty. Oh yeah, everyone's beautiful. But do you
really think that?
Do you really think that when all we're seeing is the exact same stuff over and over and over again? We don't actually really see someone embracing the natural features that they have when next week they're getting Botox and next week they're getting lip fillers and then one day they're getting other things, more plastic surgery, nose job, all this stuff. And it's just like, to that point where we're pushing all these surgeries to fix our face, that's the point where we need to realize this, we're not doing it for ourselves anymore, we're doing it for other people. We need to learn self-love, gang.
I also think, like, on the flip side of this, I watched, like, this one clip on TikTok because I wanted to, like, what do other people think before I actually sit here and, like, film this. There was this one video, and it was, like, I think brother and sister, and it was, like, I think to this one song by Olivia Rodrigo, and I'll, like, put the clip on the screen if I can find it. But they were, like, comparing themselves to the beauty standards. Because, you know, guys, like, though for the girl, it was, like, she was trying to, like, she was, like, looking at her face and stuff and being, like, you know, picking at the acne that she had. I don't remember it exactly. I watched, like, a lot of videos in the time when I saw it. And then the guy was, like, looking on his phone, and it was, like, this really, like, jacked, muscular guy, and he was, like, looking at his arms. And
like, the gym bro?
Yeah. And I think, and in the comments, people were saying, like, right message, wrong messengers. And it was, like, and I was just sitting there, like, even pretty people can feel insecure. It's not, you don't have to be not pretty, and then only you can be insecure. Influencers also feel insecure. They might not show it, but they definitely do, which is, I think, why some of them do get surgeries. Celebrities feel insecure. That's what fuels their need to get the plastic surgery or to do this thing.
And then it doesn't help when everyone starts hating on them for getting the surgeries, when it's just like, when it's not necessarily their fault. It's more of how society has treated them that they have come down to doing that.
Yeah. Like, it's a cycle that doesn't end, and it won't end.
Yeah.
Oh, and I also think if we're talking about, like, the pressure to conform, I also do want to mention, like, whether or not, well, because we're talking about girls, right? So whether or not guys want to admit it or not, they will obviously pick a girl who is prettier, who meets, like, that ideal standard.
But us girls are not, we can't blame we can't be victims either, because we're the same people who are going, I want a guy who's 6'1", making $200K per year at least. Dang, this is so unrealistic. Yeah. We just need to make it make sense.
Like, why are we more aware of it than, like, actual adults? Because
it just feels weird to me why people are acting like 2 inches of height is gonna matter in the long run. Like, if like finding like a boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever, it doesn't make sense to me.
Segment number 6 is looks maxing and over sexualization.
I have a lot to say about this one.
I'm gonna mention looks maxing real quick. It's kind of like, we all know, like, the glow up thing where it's trying to be the best version of yourself. Like, you're trying to get better mentally, get better physically, you know, just being the best version you can possibly be. Looks maxing, I feel it kind of pertains more to the male gender.
With, like, the mogging and, like, the...
I feel like it's not really, like... I haven't seen a lot of, like, women participate in this. It's mostly been guys. Yeah. And it's more like they're trying to be the best version of their gender. Like, the ideal... What they think is, like, the ideal type for women. I think we're going to talk about this more in our... in part 2, because it does heavily apply to part 2. And then for this one, I just wanted to mention that. I thought it was kind of important to mention.
For the over-sexualization part, so we already know that we're both freshmen, so we're technically kids, okay? Literally last summer, I'm not even joking, I walk into my local Kohl's because I'm going bathing suit shopping, and why the heck can I not find a one-piece bathing suit? Why in like the young adult section, meaning like 13-year-olds, 12-year-olds could fit into these clothes. People a few years older than me probably can, depending on like their height and all that. But why the heck am I looking at bathing suits and they're literally just strings? Why is a bathing suit bikini bottom? Why is that on the tag? I look at it and it goes cheeky for like the type of fit. No, I'm not gonna be a 13-year-old wearing that. That is disgusting.
I think also one thing I've noticed is whenever I go like dress shopping and stuff, it's a lot of just club wear. It's not like if I want to find something formal, I have to like go to J. Crew or Anthropologie and spend like $200 some on a dress. Like a high quality dress, like love the dress, but like if I want to go to a Marshall's and then find something, you know, cute that I can wear to like a dinner or something, and it looks like I'm trying to go to a club. And I'm like,
even just like other stores, I know I've gone into Altered State, and I really love their whole aesthetic in the store, and I love a lot of their dresses, but tell me why a lot of them are super duper short. I don't know, just it makes me a little bit confused, but that's just me, I guess.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out the words. Don't worry, take your time.
I don't think stuff should be more age appropriate. Like 5-year-olds shouldn't be wearing crop tops. Like, and I think especially because many parents now are kind of busy and they like just give their kids an iPad. I think like they see a lot of stuff that like influencers wearing this stuff and like makeup tutorials, and then they're like, oh, I should start wearing makeup at this age and I should buy retinol. Cough cough, drunk elephant, for being specific.
Oh, tell me why, like probably like December-ish last year. Yeah, December-ish. Tell me why when I was at the mall with my mom, I kid you not, I see a girl who looks like she literally is still in elementary school, carrying a little Sephora bag, like she just went shopping at Sephora. And I look at my mom and I go, did you just see that? And my mom goes, no, what? That little girl needed her Sephora. For what? Your skin is clear. You look like a little kid.
Like, your skin is clearer than mine. And also,
my face.
I mean, you're just ruining your skin.
Yeah, you don't need to be putting...
That's all you're doing.
You don't need to be putting on foundation when you're literally in elementary school. You're just...
And I mean, actually, a bunch of kids... This was, like, last year, but I would see online, like, a bunch of kids... Like, it was their moms coming out and saying, like, if their kids, like, weren't wearing makeup or they didn't have the newest Stanley bottle or something...
Oh, what the heck?
They would get, like, made fun of. Elementary schoolers, mind you.
Kids? Oh my gosh.
Like, it's a bottle, it's a trend, you're ruining your skin before your skin has a chance to grow.
We need to realize that giving your kid a phone and an iPad and letting them be on it for who even knows how long, and specifically on social media too, we need to realize that's not healthy parenting. Because I know I wasn't raised like that. And
I definitely wasn't. I was very much book.
Yeah. Book.
Me read to book. Read 3 book, 4 book.
Yeah.
Pete the Cat.
I love Pete the Cat. I remember like the books for Pete the Cat would be like Pete the Cat and his new like
blue shoes.
Yeah.
His new blue shoes.
He like, or his new like white shoes.
They were white shoes, and then he went and got into like a puddle.
No, it was like he walked in blueberries. And then
he walked in blueberries.
And then I think at another point he like walked in like strawberries or raspberries or something. So then they turned purple. Or they turn red again. I don't even know. It was just like the funniest thing.
5-year-olds should be reading that and like watching PBS Kids.
Have you read Never Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus?
Yes.
favorite books of all time.
Like,
oh my goodness.
So, you know, where do we go from, the big question is, where do we go from here? What do we do now? Like, who do we look for to fix this?
Better not be us. Don't.
I think you can't really fix something, but you can start small. You can start by respecting women's choices on what they want to wear, whether it be like dresses or, I don't know, sweatpants and a t-shirt.
Yeah, baggy hoodie and all that.
Yeah.
And a lot of this at this point, a lot of like the over-sexualization and all these new like beauty standards, it's so pushed by the media, like in our algorithms even, that at this point it is literally just the media's fault. If we think about it, a lot of it is. And then like it's pushed to little girls and other people, and then it is getting pushed to everybody. So
we can, as I said before, we can start small with changes, and whether that be limiting your screen time a little bit so you're not constantly being pushed.
Go outside. Go to the park. Go on a walk. Maybe that will help you.
Yeah, and like we shouldn't decide someone's worth based on like how beautiful they are.
Yeah.
Like, or if they're wearing the latest Lululemon thing. I don't think people do that anymore, but you know.
Yeah, it's just another trend.
Like, the ideal body per se has changed 1,000,000 times over the course of like 26 years.
We need to stop treating our bodies like they're another piece of clothing where we can just change it wherever. Yeah. Because that's not how bodies work. They can only take so much.
Like, yeah. And chasing that standard, thinking it's going to leave you like very fulfilled and happy. No. It really doesn't.
Because there's always something that you can improve on.
And whether you might not think like, oh, you might think like, oh, I finally achieved this. But someone else might look at you and be like, you sure about that?
Yeah, or even then you still feel like, even if it looks like you got there, you still feel like you have a long ways to change yourself. Like, you still need more effort to, you still need to change more, basically. Sorry.
Now, before we close out, we're going to say and reinstate, right? This is just the girls' part of the conversation. Yeah. It is so much more complex than this. So in part 2, which will be about the male gender and boys, we'll talk much more in depth about the stuff they go through. Yeah.
And once again, everybody is beautiful, and we want to see everyone shine the best that they can.
Shine bright like a diamond.
I unironically love that song. Okay. Again, I'm Reagan.
I'm Aaliyah.
And we're spilling tea in zero gravity.
This episode comes out on Friday, and our next will come out next Friday.
Oh, woohoo.
And tell us what you think, and if you have anything else we should talk about in the boys section.
Yeah.
So we'll see you in our next video. Right?
Yep. Bye.
Bye-bye.